2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the New Orleans Pelicans at Smoothie King Center. And for New Orleans, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. And guys, we'll see Che, who signed a shoe deal before ever playing in a game. Shaq, that's become a growing trend.
Every rookie seems to get a shoe contract just for waking up. You should have to earn it. These executives just throwing money around now, Ernie. I'm so jealous.
Man, I wish I was around when I wish I was born now. And this was
the New Orleans riverfront gleaming brightly along the Mississippi here tonight. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Toronto. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place.
And for the Raptors, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
And guys, some background on Che, the rare high-profile prospect that stayed in college for 4 years. He told me he doesn't regret the decision, even if it hurt his draft stock. He says he has no regrets and feels he's in a great situation. Guys?
David, thanks for that report. You're right. Not that many top players stay all 4 years.
You know, Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler come to mind. I could see Che having that kind of impact as he builds out the rest of his game.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the center. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots, and it's Favors in at the 5. Doris, what do you think it's like for a team coming into a new season with a new head coach?
You know what's fascinating to me is each individual organization, Kevin, seems to have their own vernacular, their own verbiage to describe their system. So with a new coach, number one, he's putting in a system. Number two, the guys are trying.
Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Che's checked in for the Pelicans. Marc Gasol's checked in for the Raptors. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Lowry with the ball. Hollis Jefferson finds Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Pelicans trail by 6. At the elbow, Williamson. And it's ball in the corner. And the dunk by Che. Well, you know that Beats is very familiar with using top NBA talent to promote their products. Latest I've heard, they've signed on Che to be the latest spokesman.
And Beats is tied so closely with the NBA as their official headphones partner. It just makes sense. You've seen guys like LeBron and Draymond and Harden all do Beats commercials, and in a short time, you'll add Che to that impressive list.
New Orleans moving the ball around. To the inside. Ball. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Toronto called for the foul.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
That's good from Ball. Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 7-point differential. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Hollis Jefferson finds Van Vliet. From down in the low post, it goes. Van Vliet's got 8.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Hayes the pass to Che. Van Vliet looking around. Here's Hollis Jefferson. 9-point game his last outing. Pass to Boucher. Pulls it from 20. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Hart. Right side. And they pick up 2. Che's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I'll tell you, around the basket, Che has got such a good nose for putting it in the bucket.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Powell. The pass to Van Vliet. Back to Hollis Jefferson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pelicans trail by 7. Left side, Redick. Hart kicks the ball. Inside. Shea with it. He's up against Gasol. Gasol with the defensive effort.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Yes, that goes in. And the Raptors lead by 9.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
To the middle. And Che gets it to go on the assist by Ball. 8 points for Che.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Van Vliet passes to Gasol. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. New Orleans has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The drive by Che.
Well, getting buckets on the drive, such a valuable skill. Che, that will open up his perimeter game.
Raptors leading by 5. And here is Van Vliet. He also had a big impact in that win against the Kings. In the corner, Powell with it. Pass to Van Vliet. Unloads. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Ball kicks to Reddick. Down low. And Shea gets it to go. Shea's got 12.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Powell against Ball. Pass to Van Vliet. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Great D that time from Reddick.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Low block shot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Some changes for New Orleans. Okafor comes in for Hayes. And Murray subbed in for Ball.
I'll tell you, this guy gathered a ton of endorsements before even entering the NBA. So in light of that, you love how well-grounded Shea is.
Here's Powell. Can't hit that one. Murray with the defensive effort. The Pelicans trail. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Let's remember that GMs weren't sure about his dedication to the game, but Shea's answered those questions with absolutely sensational play.
That one is no good. Puts one up from 19. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the Raptors lead by 3. To the paint. Stolen by Van Vliet. From deep 3-point range, Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for the Toronto Raptors. He delivered 9 points from 3-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll take a quick. Marc Gasol so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
It's just fun. You see more fans on the stands that speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, whatever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people.
And great to see so many different colors. And Toronto making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Here's Hollis Jefferson. So for Toronto right now, Lowry out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Boucher in at the 4. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's covered by Murray. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Raptors leading by 6. Outside Lowry. Van Vliet kicks to Boucher. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Boucher's got 5 points in the quarter.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Outside, Reddick. Back to Ball. Outside, Reddick. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Shea. It's stolen by Lowry. And here we go. And here we go.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Shea kicks the ball. Back to Shea. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. course, you can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get.
Well,
and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Boy, after all he's gone through, you have to think big nights are extra special for Che.
Van Vliet passes to Lowry. Here's Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Shea left side. Releases. And Gasol sends it back.
This guy, the defensive anchor, Marc Gasol, twice on the pipes.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. There's Hollis Jefferson. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And Redick, here we go.
Never know what Redick is going to do, which is how he gets defenders to foul him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him.
And throughout his career, Redick has proven to be very consistent, an effective two-way player who gives it his all.
Ingram, he's checked in for Murray. And both free throws good for Redick.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the feed to Lowry. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Ingram. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
Well, this is part of his rise to being an NBA player. Che does such a good job of drawing contact.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
And a deep 3 from Lowry. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Toronto Raptors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We're going to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Well, you look at Shea in this game. Redick dishes to Shea. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Shea's got 26 points.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And perimeter shooting, never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. At the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. And it's Shea in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
Not sure where it's gone, but he's lost his confidence at the foul line.
And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
4 on the shot clock. Powell for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Powell's got 7.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And that one, good. And that's now 30 points for Shea.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
To the left side wing. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Redick with a double team. Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. Here's Powell, and again it's Toronto converting.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Shea, right side. Outside, Redick. Three-pointer. Second shot opportunity. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Marc Gasol.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Hayes is checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Ibaka's checked in. To the wing right side. No good from outside.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Ingram passes to Shea. And the dunk by Shea.
Well, that kind of finish from Shea will get the rest of his teammates a little burst of energy.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Powell with it, now guarded by Redick. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there. Pass to Powell. It's hauled in by Shea. Shea's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And that one's good. Ingram.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love, Greg, is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Van Vliet passes to Hollis Jefferson. A shot off that time. Holiday with the defensive effort. New Orleans has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Well, easy bucket there, right? Shea finding the wide open man. Great decision.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Ingram against Powell. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Boucher. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Ibaka, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Well, let's remember, Serge Ibaka is a defensive presence. This guy, an elite shot blocker early in his career, and he is now a capable scorer from just about anywhere.
No good on that one.
And the move back to his more natural 5 position has rejuvenated Serge Ibaka. More room to operate offensively, and defensively he can stay in the paint where he's effective.
And he sinks the second. And Ibaka's shooting ability, Doris, had enabled him to play some power forward, but his mobility was being tested.
Correct, because at Ibaka's size, it's tough to ask him to chase smaller guys around the perimeter. He is much better suited playing inside and protecting the rim. I think you saw that last season.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To the inside. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Ingram outside. Now the pass to Reddick. He kicks it to Holiday. And it's Shea missing. Toronto trailing. With some arc, he takes it up and lays it in. Hollis Jefferson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Wow, solid decision-making from Rondé Hollis Jefferson. How about his ability to knife into the teeth of the defense? Tremendous speed.
Shea, high post. Outside Holiday. It's deflected. Now the Raptors moving it up. Powell, no one around him, and the 3 off target. New Orleans has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Outside Holiday. Pass to Ingram. From deep. It's good from long range. Ingram's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes light up. His shooting is just out of this world.
And so it's Shea making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Fred Van Vliet, also Lowry out there. Ibaka is out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Boucher in at the 4 slot. Now here's Van Vliet, guarded by Holiday. From the arc, Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Ingram. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
Ball's checked in for the Pelicans.
The 2nd overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
Now here's Shea. Now Ball. Back to Shea. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And that one's good to go from Shea. Shea's got 6 here in this quarter.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. No good with the triple. New Orleans leading by 7. Ball, the pass to Holiday. And that one is good.
I love how Ball moves the rock. Incredible instincts on the offensive end.
Van Vliet with it. Ibaka outside. Cranes the three-pointer. Ibaka's got 19 points.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half, and he also hit one in the first half, too.
Outside Holiday to the middle. Can he keep it going? And Shea with the basket on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 9 assists now tonight. Raptors trail by 8. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Inside. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, Serge Ibaka clearly feeling it on the offensive end, and he's worked hard to expand his game.
Ball kicks to Holiday. Now here's Shea. He's guarded closely. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. A three-pointer is right on target.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness great. His toughness, mentally and physically, is
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
And that one falls for Favors. And we've seen Lowry settling for more perimeter shots in recent years.
I mean, he's always had a great motor, but you have to adapt as you get older. Some back issues starting to creep in, and important for him to stay healthy along the way.
Pass to Boucher. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Shea with the block.
All effort on the rejection. Shea never short on hustle.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And the rejection by Favors. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Williamson is checked in for Derek Favors. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. Fred Van Vliet comes in for Norman Powell. And Ibaka kicks to Lowry. Back to Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist in the game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Shea.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. And he uses the glass on the layup. Shea's got 47 points.
But Shea does not let the defender impede his progress, ignores the contact, and finishes.
Lowry against Ball. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Well, you love how Ibaka gets a little nasty down on the block. Excellent at putting the defense in a tough spot.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Passes it to Ball. Shea, right side. He goes up again, and he lays it up and in. Shea's got 49 points in the game.
Well, Shea showing you the willingness to get off his feet, get a board, and stick it back.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Lowry, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not afraid to take hits on the way to the free throw line. Kyle Lowry will manufacture points any way he has to.
And the second of two is good. That brings them within single digits.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
Ball, the pass to Shea. New Orleans moving the ball around. And he can't bank that one in. Beyond the arc. Anunoby, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Tries from 10, and Ingram with the basket on the assist from Williamson. Ingram's got the lead up to 11 now for New Orleans. To the inside, and Ibaka slams it in.
When Kyle Lowry is aggressive as a playmaker, his team goes to a different level.
And there's the pass to Ingram. To the middle. Tries it from 9. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And both free throws good for Shea.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Here's McCall. Pass to Ibaka. Over Shea. Shea grabs the miss. Here's Melly. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Well, Shea, another double-double for you tonight in a win. Is that something you even think about coming into a game?
Thank you, David.
Hey, Jay, I got a media request for you, radio.
My role is just to do what I have to.
So what's been the most surprising thing about being an NBA player?
Just how much I was able to learn from my teammates. You know, all these guys are great at what they do, and to be in this environment is pretty amazing. So I'm trying to soak up everything like a sponge.
Good stuff, Che. Well, I tell you what, we'll let you get back to the locker room, but thank you for joining us.
Hey, no problem, bro.
Keep it real, broski.
Good stuff, Rick.
Thanks, homie. What's up, bro? Yeah. That was unfortunate. I think it's opportunity more than anything.
Good stuff. Thanks for your time, Che.
It's all good. Hey, you guys get over here. I saw a little something going on.
Yes. Very definitely.